Welcome to Wealth Wisdom. If you have ambitions to achieve financial success, please leave yes in the comment, and we are here to help you obtain insight and build wealth. The book we are going to share today is Pathways to Peace of Mind by Napoleon Hill. Your greatest superpower, a positive mental attitude. Have you ever noticed how some people glide through life with a permanent smile as if they've discovered the secret to happiness? Spoiler alert, they have. It's called a positive mental attitude, or PMA. It's a superpower that helps you tackle any obstacle gracefully. But how? Well, the recipe is simpler than you think. The first step is to become aware of your thoughts. Are you a glass half empty or glass half full person? If your thoughts lean toward the negative, it's time to flip the script and start focusing on the positives. But first, check yourself. How often do you allow past unpleasantness to hold you back from living your best life? See, the thing is, it's easy to get stuck in negative thought patterns, but if we want to achieve peace of mind, we must learn to close the door to past hurts and take possession of our mental attitude. Learn this principle from American inventor and scientist Elmer R. Gates, who relied on the power of positivity to help him solve complex problems. He built a soundproof meditation room in his home, furnished with a table, chair, paper and pencils, where he focused on a specific problem he wished to solve. By shutting off all other thoughts from his conscious mind, especially the negative ones, he could wait for ideas to present themselves. And very often, the solutions he sought would present themselves in minutes. Gates' scientific discoveries were the forerunners of all the methods now used for robot guidance and radar. This example proves that we can take control of our mental attitudes and achieve great things when we focus our thoughts on positive outcomes. No soundproof room is necessary, though you can certainly follow in Gates' footsteps and build one. Are you ready to give PMA a try? Start practicing positive affirmations, focusing on your strengths, and surrounding yourself with uplifting influences. You'll be a bona fide PMA superhero in no time, ready to conquer the world with your newfound inner peace. Who knew the key to happiness was hiding in plain sight? With a positive mindset, sharing your riches with the world becomes easier. Discover how this life skill fosters peace of mind in the next section. Before we continue, if you are interested in this topic, please consider subscribing and give us a thumb up. Let's continue. Give more to get more. When we think of the word riches, our minds often jump straight to money and material possessions. However, the art of sharing your riches encompasses so much more than just a financial trope. Riches here can also mean your time, knowledge, or resources. This noble art can transform how we view our relationships with others. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of our daily lives and forget the importance of giving back to our communities. But, as the old saying goes, what goes around, comes around, and by sharing our riches with others, we positively affect the world around us. The author even memorializes this concept by calling it the law of compensation. So how do you compensate well? Learn from Andrew Carnegie, a successful industrialist who lived this philosophy in action. He is known to have created more millionaires than any other American industrialist in history. He once commissioned someone to share his vast know-how with the world, with no incentive to look forward to, and he believed this commitment was why he could amass his fortune. Throughout his life, he never hesitated to share his knowledge with his employees and business associates. Sharing our blessings doesn't just help others, it can also prime us to achieve more success. Just look at Edward Choate, a successful life insurance salesman. During World War II, he spent 80% of his time helping the government sell war bonds and training his competitors to sell life insurance without compensation. Despite spending most of his time helping others, Choate's sales figures increased dramatically. He wrote over $3 million in life insurance policies in 3 months, more than the average agent sold in 10 years of hard work. By sharing his blessings with others, Choate became a creditor rather than a debtor, creating a network of friends and contacts that helped him build his business. The art of sharing our riches can apply to all areas of life. Whether volunteering at a local charity, mentoring someone in your field, or simply being kind and generous to those around you, sharing your riches can have a ripple effect on the world. With generosity in your bones, it's only a matter of time before good habits become your DNA. Cultivate your good habits garden. To maintain peace of mind, you need to grow and nurture 4 good habits: a broad-minded perspective, a positive mental disposition, active visualizations of favorable outcomes, and knowing your desires inside out. So, how do you develop these habits? Firstly, keeping a broad-minded perspective requires active avoidance of gossip and slander. It means recognizing that there are many ways to approach a situation or solve a problem, and being willing to consider different perspectives without resorting to negative talk about others. By not talking smack about people, you become more empathetic and compassionate toward others and learn to appreciate differences. Everyone's unique. Ultimately, this approach helps you challenge your implicit biases, increase your curiosity about the world, and dodge any hooks for self-destructive behaviors that bring you no good. By actively avoiding gossip and slander, you're more likely to maintain a positive mental disposition, the next good habit for peace of mind. This way, it's easier to avoid dwelling on negative thoughts and beliefs, which we know disrupts mental peace. Remember PMA, your superpower? It can shield you from unnecessary downfalls and help you manifest positive outcomes in life, so use it to your advantage. Then, don't forget to supplement your positivity with integrity by acting on your promises of support for others. This step can look like anything, from sharing your business resources to encouraging someone out of a bad day. Now, to manifest those positive outcomes, you must first visualize them. Visualization is the bedrock of achievement. Every attainable goal begins with an image of it already happening in your mind, with a mental landscape free from the plague of bad thoughts and ripe for positive ones. No great goal is impossible to achieve. Lastly, always keep your desires accounted for. You can't possibly manifest positive outcomes without knowing who you want to be or what you want to do in detail. You can't just wish your desires would become realities, because there is a difference between wishes and desires. While a wish is the seed of a goal, a desire is all at once the germ that activates its growth, the fertile soil it must grow in, and both the sunlight and rain it needs to develop over time. A man who once worked at the R.G. Letourneau Company's foundry department in Georgia was able to promote himself out of his undesirable job simply by changing the department's atmosphere. He encouraged his coworkers to look for something positive in their jobs and express gratitude in writing to management. This change in atmosphere caught on quickly, and the workers began to experience an overall sense of positivity. As a result, the department became one of the most profitable in the entire plant. The man was promoted to the top of the company, spreading his reputation throughout the community. He received offers from well-known companies, with wages he never thought possible. Notice how the man used the 4 good habits needed for peace of mind, in no particular order, to improve his life. He encouraged others to find things to appreciate about their jobs, no backbiting involved. This attitude shift created a positive atmosphere at work, leading to an increase in productivity and profitability. With a more positive mental disposition, the man became open to new opportunities and attracted offers from well-known companies, leading to greater financial success. By visualizing his goals and keeping tabs on his desires, he manifested his ambition into reality and was eventually offered capital to start his own successful business. His success proves that everyone has the potential to achieve their dreams with these good habits. Now that you know the 4-part strategy for peace of mind, it's time to learn the power of putting people first, because people are the heart of a fulfilling life. Prioritize people passionately. What is peace of mind without love for other people? Building positive relationships with others is key to achieving success rooted in peace of mind. Remembering that we all live in a community and no one can succeed alone is essential. We should treat others respectfully in every interaction, even in challenging situations. The more positive connections we make, the more support we can draw upon, and the more opportunities we can create. The author, for one, believed that financial success, while important, isn't the highest metric of overall success. In fact, he thought of it as potentially dangerous if not anchored by something greater than power, love and devotion for those around us. According to him, all the money in the world cannot measure success, only the quality and quantity of service can. So if all your financial success does is take away your capacity to serve others, is it a life victory? People are the beating heart of a peaceful, fulfilling life. That said, we know how tricky human relationships can get. So with people to prioritize, how do you ensure things are smooth sailing with them as often as possible? One aspect of building positive relationships is practicing forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentments only creates negative energy and distracts us from our goals. By letting go of past wrongs and focusing on the present moment, we can move forward with a clear mind and a positive attitude. From here, we can easily build stronger relationships with others, who will then be more likely to offer support when we need it. Another way to cultivate positive relationships is to focus on common interests and goals. By working together toward a common objective, we develop better camaraderie and teamwork that can help us succeed. But first we must be open-minded and respectful of others' ideas and perspectives, even if they differ from ours. Whether you lead a company or a weekend baseball game, you should always appreciate other people's contributions. In building positive relationships, it is essential to be genuine and authentic. People can sense when we are not sincere, and this erodes trust and creates unnecessary tension. By being true to ourselves, speaking truthfully and treating others with kindness and respect, we can create a positive environment conducive to genuine success. In short, people can become stewards of our mental peace if we allow them to be. So always put them before anything else, and you'll see the magic happening for you every day. It's not hard to do, because you're part of people, too. You know how great things can go when you are heard, seen, and supported, so treat people in the way you want to be treated, then see how success blossoms from there. That's the end of today's sharing. If you like our content, please give us a thumb up and share it with your friends. See you next time.